Hello and welcome back. So there's the 2P I had on the bench last week. So I got her up and running. Got a couple of those LMS coaches from the late 70s and an insulated milk van there for good measure. I've also got the LMS King George storming around the outside line with those Coronation Scott coaches making a tremendous racket. Let's see if we can get a couple of nice views of the two trains running. Here she comes storming down the straight by the station here. Powerful looking model off into the distance. So we've got the 2P just coming around the curve there. Let's see if we can catch up with her. So I think she was available from 73 to 74 on those coaches. Let me just have a quick look at the numbers there. So I think we're 433 for the coach and 434 for the brake. And my versions are from the late 70s, I think. Around 77 to 79. And then we've got the insulated milk van at the back there. Now, strangely, I can't remember the number of that one, and I haven't written it down on my notes, so good planning there. I did write down that it was available in an unpainted finish like this one from around sort of 76 to 79. And then in 1980 to 81 it was available with a different catalogue number in a paint finish. So let's just watch those go around a couple more times, I think. There's the Coronation just storming underneath the camera there, making a tremendous racket with those metal wheels on those coaches. Let's just watch them for a few moments. See if we can get a good view of that LMS milk van. Now I've got her running on the inside line because the 2P absolutely hates the diamond crossing. And if you look at the insert picture there, you'll see that she's all on plastic, both sides of the model, one after the other, in a very short space of time. Unless it's running very, very rapidly, it just comes to a complete stop. Just passing those silo wagons. And let's just go to the other end of the layout for a moment. And then I think we'll jump the other side and we'll have a quick look at the catalogue for 1976. And I can hear the King George coming in from behind here, storming down the railway. Absolutely tremendous racket. All of those wheels on the go at the same time. We'll just catch the King George coming around these curves one last time, I think. So I think we'll get the King George into the station. So we'll just see if we can take the power off before we get to points number 1B. There we go. So let me just attend to the points. I've just noticed my gimbal doesn't seem to be behaving exactly as it should at the moment, so I do apologise if we suddenly have to cut away. So I just need to change 4B and then 5B over here, and then 1B. So we should be able to ease the King George into the station. I think we'll just take it under the canopy. And then a gentle stop there. So I'm just going to close up the points behind her. There we go. So there's the 2P just rolling around. Let's have a slightly closer look. There's that insulated milk van. Again, all silver seal wheels, so we have got quite a racket going on. And of course those Coronation Scott coaches, that's suddenly just decided to take quite a slow down by itself, hasn't it? So it's a number of points to go around there. Let's just watch that go round again. I hadn't noticed it losing any power on this section before. No, looks pretty good. Electricity, it's all black magic. So let's see if we can catch up with her there. I'm going to back her up. Wow. So let's see if she'll come back gently across this point work. And let's see if we can go forwards nice and gently again. So, quite a lovely runner, just hates some of the point work, doesn't like the curved points, and it falls into the frog on a number of points and crashes over. But other points rolls through like they weren't there. So it is quite a pretty thing we saw last week. It's not in perfect condition, so a few marks here and now. I'll leave a link to last week's video in case you want to have a look at it. But I also mentioned that I did have another one, and that I'd only got this one as a sort of a box filler, really, because somebody had given me this box as an empty box. I didn't have the model inside the box, which is a fairly weak excuse for buying another one. So let's put this down. So the model wasn't in perfect condition. It was fairly well loved, very, very dusty, and I've given it a bit of a clean up. Motor's nice and smooth. So let's pop that down there. And I mentioned I did already have another one. So this was a slightly earlier box. Again, same model number. I think it was only made for the 2 years, 73, 74. And I think I've shown this one. Let me widen the camera a little. I'm struggling to get the stuff in the shot here. So I'm sure I've shown this one on the previous layout. That's upside down. I don't think I've run this one on this railway. There we go. It's a slightly tidier condition. It doesn't have the break in the bodywork at the back that this model currently running on the railway has. I don't know whether we can see into there, so that's intact. And now we have instructions here. There's a sorry, I'll get the words out. Instructions dated 1973. We've got 17th of the 5th, 73 there. So we'll just pop that away. Pop that down. Let's put that away. I think I've got the 76 catalogue out down here. We'll just have a look at these Insulated Milk wagons, or Wagon. So it came along with I think there's a Palethorpes sausage wagon at the same time, on the same chassis. Won't go mad with the catalogue. Let's bring this a bit further along here and bring the model. There we go. Terrific sound. Those silver seal wheels. So we'll just flip through to the wagons, I think. thought I'd got the price list in the page, but I can't. There we go. So here we've got Silver Seal wagons and vans, and here we've got the price list. Now I couldn't remember the model number for the van when I was talking earlier on. It's R671. I think it did change its model number as it became a painted version in 1980 again. I'll pop that in the corner of the screen again. Poor planning. I haven't written that down on the notes. And there's the Palethorpes pork sausages. Rather a nice van. I've seen that. We've seen that running. I think on my previous layout, or the one before even, quite some time ago. I've got a handful of these in varying conditions, but maybe another day. So quite an interesting wagon. So I believe it's for milk churns to be shipped around. So yeah, so another interesting wagons here. They're Kellogg's van. Wheel load. We've seen quite a lot of those on the railway. On the change in the tanker wagon. So let's see how much the insulated milk van was. So here we go. We've got the six-wheeled wagons at the bottom of the price list here for the Silver Seal wagons. So I've forgotten the model number already. 671 insulated milk, £1.65. That's a fairly impressive price if you look at the price of the other wagons there. And the other one that's nearish in price is the LMS brake with operating tail lamp at £1.75. So fairly expensive type wagons, aren't they? So I'm not sure whether they were terribly popular in terms of sales, but let me pop this one off, and we'll have a quick look at the underside. It's got a mechanism incorporated to try and help it negotiate the tighter curves. Let's have a quick glance at that. So you can see, let me put that down there. You can see that centre wheel is on a slider, and it's connected by rods to the couplings. You can see them shifting angles, look, as they go into the curves perhaps. So there's a great deal of flexibility in there. I think those ferry vans had an element of that going on, where they had a rubber band between the two bogies on a very long wagon to try and keep the couplings which are connected to the bogies sort of in line with the next wagon. So quite an impressive thing. Let's see what we can see on the underneath. I'm just going to go over here nearer the window and see if we can get some slightly better light on the bottom of this wagon. So there we've got Hornby Railways, and made in Great Britain. And there's a model number down there which I can't quite read at the moment, R670-010. So it was 670 the sausage wagon. Let's go and have a look at the list. Short memory here. Yes, 670 was the sausage wagon, so maybe it was originally just going to be the sausage wagon. They made a variant into the milk wagon. So I think later variants were painted. This one just has the transfers on the side. Let's have a quick look over that. And a quick look down the other side. It's a rattly old thing. So I suppose it's quite echoey as well because it's very hollow. And then we have this roof detail. Let's have a look along the top there. So I think we'll pop that back on the rails. Let's just have a look in there. You can see, I think the bodywork sort of slightly clips in there to the chassis. And these sections, these are metal, so it has quite a bit of body sitting down on the rails. Let's see if I can successfully get that one back onto the rails, one-handed. There we go. Let's pop that. The coupling on the front here of the wagon seems to be hanging a little low, tiny bit lower than it might. Maybe it needs a little bit of encouragement. I can't remember if I had that on the opposite way around last time. There we go. So let's just pop the price list back in the catalogue, and we'll just have a look at a couple of the images towards the end of it here. Great layout for the catalogue there. And the cranes and the track cleaning wagon. Yeah, we've spent ages looking through these catalogues in the past. Yeah, I quite like this page, and it shows all these accessories. There's that Kellogg's wagon again. I do have one of those somewhere. It's gone quite yellow as I remember it. Again, steps for the station. There's that lovely bridge that we got on the railway just over here. So I think we should get the 2P back underway. And there's those interesting models. And that swing bridge, not swing bridge, raising bridge. They call that a swing bridge? Operating lifting bridge. It's not a swing bridge, is it? Track geometry. At 76, they're still indicating the track with half sleeper ends here, look. So I think this is right at the point. 76, 77, where the swap over to where you've got full sleeper ends right the way down both sides. I always thought this is quite interesting. I think pulleys and so on to take it out of the way when you're not using the railway. Around the room, look. We're hard at work crawling across the top of the railway. Great tools, look at the tools. Hand-operated drill in evidence. Mind you, I'm still using one of those. Do use one from time to time myself. Make a lot less mess. Quite nice illustrations. And that sort of overhead view of the railway there. There's interesting items within the Hornby Hobbies range. There we go, we've spent longer looking into the catalogue than I had intended already, so I think we should get this underway. There is a dealer stamp here, but I can't quite make it out. It's Burton-on-Trent. I'm sure I've shown this one before, but the store name does seem to have vanished there. Let's see if we can get that just in view there. 22 Derby Street, Burton-on-Trent. I'm sure I've shown that stamp before. Let's pop this out of the way, and we'll just get the 2P underway again. It's one more time around the track. And off she goes. You do get a slight ticking sound from that insulated milk van from time to time. But I think that's about it for this time. Thanks again for watching. If you look back again next time, I'll have something else from the range to look at. Goodbye now.